Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my first official vlog of 2020. I hope you all had a good holiday season. I know I did. Sorry for being off air for almost a month. I decided to take the holiday season seriously and just enjoy the time. My girlfriend was in town visiting from DC. She's going to law school there. And so I just decided to, spend the time with her, not worry about running around trying to push content out when I wanted to be spending time with her. So I will say that I did try to get a vlog in early January. At the time of recording this, we're in kind of mid-January right now, second full week of January, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. I did try to get a vlog in early January, but I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like the content, I didn't like the image, and so I just scrapped it and said screw it and threw it all in the garbage. Could I come up with any more metaphors for that? I better not. But today the creative juices are flowing again. Now that I'm kind of out of that holiday season mood, we are back out on the trail, and we have come out to the Wild Basin area of Rocky Mountain National. This is an area that's new to me. I have never been to this section of the park before. I found it on Google Maps and was intrigued. Some nice photos that Google users have put up on here. So I thought, why not? Let's come out here. Let's check this out. Even if we don't get a lot of photos, it'd be a good scouting trip. So we are out on a very snow-packed but decently traversable trail. I'm actually having no trouble in my snowshoes at all, which is good because I'm thinking there's several feet of snow out here. So that's good. So yeah, we've been hiking this trail most of the day here. And as you guys may have figured out watching this video, today has just been a rough one. We got that first photo early, which was nice. I really do like that photo. It's going to take a little bit of work in post-production to clean up. There are some rough edges and distractions, and well, you guys all already have seen this photo. So anyway, that first image, I like it. Kind of a nice little woodland image. Very happy with that one. Might not be portfolio worthy, but still very enjoyable. I love it when those kind of shots spring up on you. Those are some of my favorites. And then just a long hike. I don't even know. Whoops, sorry. Hit a tree branch right there. I don't even know what the elevation gain was that we got today. That's the one thing about hiking in Rocky Mountain National. You get a lot of elevation gain. So I'm not sure how high up we are right now, but long way up the trail for a short drink of water because we really didn't find anything else. There were a couple of spots where I thought maybe, but I just looked at it and looked at them, and just nothing really came to mind. So finally we got up to that last spot right there up on that bridge. I believe that's a spot called, sorry about the camera shake, guys, just swinging in between my hands right here. I've got to figure out a more compact and easier way to vlog. But I believe that spot is called Calypso Falls. And I think maybe in the spring or summer when the water's going, I think that would be a great spot right there. As it stands, tons of snow, ice, and the ice would have been great, I think, but so much snow that you really couldn't see anything other than the rocks and some of the trees and stuff. So I took a shot there. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not terrible, but it's one of those ones I think I need to sit on for a little bit. Maybe it'll be one that I end up liking. We'll see. So a good shot and a we will see shot to kind of round out today. So I'm just chugging along back to my car here. It is probably around 2:30 p.m. No, it's closer to 3 o'clock. I really need to start chugging. I got up here around noon, and had to park about a mile away from the actual trailhead because they've got the road closed because of snow. Sorry guys, there's a leg on this tripod. I've got to tighten up. It keeps flopping around on me. Anyway, that added an extra mile to my trek. So now I'm kind of rushing to get back to the car because as soon as the sun goes down, it's gonna start getting really, really cold out here. It's actually really nice out here right now. Being in the woods really cuts down on the amount of wind that you get buffeted with. So, slipped on the snow right there. So that is where we're standing right now, just chugging my way along back down the trail. I will say, much easier to go downhill than it is to go uphill, even in snow, but it is a little bit slicker. So there's one other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that is to do with my photography business. I had it going there for a couple of years. I started it in 2018, roughly around the same time, just before I started this channel. And it was really kind of cool starting your own business. But unfortunately, I learned very quickly that there really isn't a lot of money in just trying to sell prints and trying to sell, calendars and stuff. I made a little bit of money off of it, but not enough to cover even the basics of running a business, the admin, maintaining your website, paying for gas and other services. So, and then there's just so many other things you have to take into account when running a business that I don't want to say I didn't know about, but I certainly kind of underestimated, I think. So the long and the short of this is that I've decided to put my photography business on hold. I'm not saying I'm giving it up. I'm just putting it on hold for now. And there's a couple of reasons why. One, like I said, is the money. There's not a lot of money in landscape photography, really. I know we see examples on YouTube and on Instagram of all these people who say they're making it work. I think truthfully, that's really a small percentage of the folks out there who are trying to, make this work. So, not everybody can be, really successful at this. So, that's the first reason. The second reason is that I really haven't had the time to really invest in the photography business like I should. I work, just to give you guys a little bit of insight, I think I've talked about this before, but I work nights and weekends for my day job, and that doesn't make a very conducive environment or a very conducive model for running, trying to get a little startup off the ground. You really have to have that availability when other people are available, to promote yourself. Going to craft fairs, street fairs, those sort of stuff, gotta work do the legwork. I just haven't had the time or the availability because of my work schedule. And I'm not complaining about my work schedule per se. You have to put in the time in order to, get the reward. So the only thing I'm trying to say with this part is that I don't have the time to properly invest in the business. So that's reason number 2 that I've really decided to put the business on hold. And then I guess there's a third reason too. I know I'm starting to ramble, guys. I promise I'm coming to the end of this here. The third reason is that I just not have been able, and this ties into reason number 2, I haven't really gained a lot of traction over the last couple of years. Social media has become so saturated, and I'm not saying this is entirely because of social media, but you can't deny it's a big part of the game nowadays. But social media is so saturated with other photographers, other landscape photographers, and Instagram particularly, Facebook. I don't You know, they changed so many things up a while ago that you really can't get any traction on Facebook anyway. But, you know, YouTube as well, you know, I think I had sort of deluded hopes that I could build up, you know, a subscriber following very quickly. Again, it just goes back to, you know, the market is so saturated with everybody trying to do, you know, photography vlogs. So it's kind of, you know, it's very feast or famine, and to be perfectly honest, it's kind of famine right now. So that was, you know, those three things right there: money, time, and the shall we say, the saturation or the overflow of people doing all the same things. Really kind of put a damper on my ability to get that business going. So that right there, you know, I decided, instead of bleeding out the rest of the money that I had into 2020, better to put everything on hold and just wait and, you know, try to build some capital back up, and having the time to commit to actually building the business. So, because that's the biggest thing, I think. You've got to have the time to commit to it. So I'm sure this will probably come as a shock to a few people, but I'm just being pragmatic. And like I said, guys, I'm not giving this up. You know, I put the business on hold in December, and I'm still out doing this, you know, in 2020 here in January. I'm not giving up on photography. It's, you know, what I love to do. It's my, you know, my passion. It's a good way to get out and get the muscles going and flex your creative insights, because otherwise, what would I be doing? Sitting on the couch and playing video games? Probably. So, with all that being said, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. I need to really chug a lug along to my car here. I think we're making good progress. But anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. I'm sure most of you tuned out after this long rambling segment started, but I had some information to get out there for you guys. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Guys, make sure you stay tuned. 2020 is gonna be an interesting year, I think. Trying to improve on my photography, trying to focus my photography, and you know, I've got a few ideas for this year. I've got a few plans that are coming together. So make sure you stay tuned for that, guys. I don't know when those are going to come together. I don't know when these plans are going to come together, but they will. So stay tuned for that, guys. And yeah, from a very snowy but gorgeous Rocky Mountain National Park, I hope you all have a good adventure. I'm sure 2020 is going to be great for all of us. And until next time, guys, I will see you out on the trail.